We have an evenly matched battle between two divine characters in the comic series. Who would win between Superman and Sentry? First of all, one's purpose is to inspire others, representing hope, peace, and truth, while the other seeks empathy and understanding. Superman has countless instances of being a beacon of hope in his world. Yes, he often plays the Ex Machina role in Justice League stories, but he's the kind of hero whose actions consistently inspire and make you look up to him. I mean, if I or Sentry were in his situation, we'd rip him in two right then and there. Speaking of darkness, Sentry isn't an icon, obviously, since he once tore a god in half. Sentry's whole ordeal is with a Lovecraftian demon living rent-free in his head called the Void. This inner demon constantly tries to break free from Sentry's mind. But before we dive into the analysis, don't forget to hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and click the bell icon. Thank you. From the start, you can see why Sentry and Superman are different. Superman doesn't have an alternate personality like Hulk or Venom inside him. He doesn't have to deal with that. There's no way Superman saving a child from suicide is like Sentry eventually embracing the Void to become the merged Sentry. Superman possesses numerous extraordinary superpowers, but his most well-known abilities are his heat vision, freezing breath, flight, superhuman strength, and heightened senses. In particular, he has X-ray vision with over 100 types of vision, allowing him to see from great distances. Meanwhile, Sentry is mainly famous for his molecular manipulation and unique telepathic abilities, two powers few characters possess. Although Superman might have had these abilities in the past, it seems the creators of Sentry developed him partially inspired by Superman, but with a fresh version featuring distinct skills. To fully grasp Superman's power over time, it might take a real expert. At one point, Superman was even a powerful sorcerer. Moreover, as implied multiple times, if not outright confirmed, I'm pretty sure Superman doesn't have to contend with, or restrain the Void, a being that constantly seeks to bring chaos to the world. Superman is typically portrayed as a symbol of hope and strength, while Sentry needs psychological stability to keep those around him safe. The concept of an evil Superman has been exaggerated. He's generally considered to have boundless, unimaginable power. He's even shattered Green Lantern constructs with powerful punches. To put it in perspective, Green Lantern constructs can contain a supernova which could threaten entire star systems. Superman has also stunned and harmed the Lord of Time, a being on a four-dimensional level. This feat aligns with his extraordinary abilities, making him comparable to the Golden Age version of Superman. Their battle could rewrite reality and threaten the continuity of space-time. In his fight with Lord Jackson, Superman unleashed an immense energy output equivalent to the entire Green Lantern Corps, capable of shattering numerous timelines. Not only that, but he also restored all future abilities. Superman has shown exceptional prowess in confronting powerful beings like the new god Orion, who is strong enough to defeat Darkseid. Superman's strength is portrayed as enough to harm Orion. Wonder Woman, his ally, has also defeated ancient gods like Artemis, beings beyond the limits of space and time. Superman once destroyed a world-forging machine, cracking the source wall. Not only that, he can fight on par with immortal beings like Darkseid and Doomsday, demonstrating remarkable strength and endurance. With his impressive speed, Superman can break infinity's constraints and fly through space. Time. Sentry has proven his immense power by standing on equal footing with World War Hulk, creating a stalemate with the giant. With enormous strength, Sentry is described as having the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, and has even been suggested to have the potential to destroy a universe, as author Paul Jenkins once implied. Sentry's dark half, called the Void, broke every bone in Hulk's body during a confrontation. Moreover, Sentry once tore a rift between two dimensions and, in a battle, even subdued Thor, one of the few beings strong enough to defeat the mighty Phoenix. Sentry also defeated and killed Ares, the god of war and embodiment of conflict. Even more impressive, the Absorbing Man, who once absorbed Odin's power, couldn't handle Sentry's strength. Comparatively, Odin threatened to destroy the infinite multiverse during his battle with Seth. Sentry can react and strike Thor, a character agile enough to counter Silver Surfer, who easily moves through space and time dimensions. Sentry's movements can even bend space and time. In addition to physical strength, Sentry possesses unique psychological tricks that force opponents to confront hidden fears or insecurities. However, Superman has demonstrated resilience against such mental attacks. He once faced a special crystal capable of awakening the deepest fears of nature and instinct. Objectively speaking, the balance tips towards Superman. Sentry is a powerful character, and at first, it may seem that Sentry has more capabilities than Superman, but in the end, none of Sentry's abilities guarantee he would defeat Superman. Although Sentry has powers similar to Superman and unique abilities like matter manipulation and, to some extent, reality warping, the issue is that Superman has faced a wide range of enemies throughout his history, enemies with various powers. In terms of physical stats like strength, speed, and durability, Superman wins by a large margin, simply because he exhibits better physical prowess than Sentry. Superman has even split Doomsday in half, not just any version of Doomsday, but the new 52 version, which is far stronger than the Doomsday before Flashpoint. The previous Doomsday was merely a larval form, while the new 52 Doomsday is a fully developed, powerful version. In the death of Superman, the Doomsday that Superman fought was only in larval form, but the new 52 Doomsday is a mature, extremely dangerous version capable of tearing through vast spectral regions and even moving between dimensions. Superman defeated this new 52 Doomsday by splitting him in two. Additionally, Superman has demonstrated incredible speed and strength, flying across the universe in just 2 days to rescue a kidnapped girl, bringing her back from the edge of the universe. Remember, on this rescue mission, Superman had to stop multiple times so the girl could eat and rest. Moreover, he faced several alien opponents along the way. Without these obstacles, he could have completed the flight in a single day or even less, showcasing a speed far beyond the speed of light. This is what makes Superman unmatched, and it's hard for Sentry to compete at this level. In terms of durability, Superman has even withstood the Big Bang without any difficulty. To defeat Superman, Sentry would need his special abilities, particularly his matter manipulation. However, even this isn't significantly superior, as Superman has encountered matter manipulation threats before and still emerged victorious. In some instances, attempts were made to decompose Superman at a subatomic level, but they all failed. Please subscribe to the channel, it helps us a lot, and you'll get to watch amazing videos daily. You're the best, thank you so much. Even after being injured in an attack, Superman rises as strong as if nothing happened, continuing to fight and win. As for matter manipulation, opponents once tried turning Superman into salt but couldn't succeed. When Lex Luthor wielded cosmic power enough to destroy all reality, he also tried to dissolve Superman but failed. Thus, Sentry's matter manipulation isn't a significant obstacle for Superman. Superman has achieved numerous feats, especially in resisting reality warping opponents. He defeated Dominus, a multiverse-level reality manipulator. Time Trapper attempted to erase Superman from the timeline but also failed. Even MXSPTLK, one of the most formidable reality warpers, couldn't erase Superman, so what should Sentry fear? Sentry is undoubtedly a powerful adversary, strong enough to compete with Superman. Superman has also countered matter transformation attempts. When some enemies tried to turn him into salt, they failed. Superman has also resisted soul manipulation. Etrigan couldn't burn Superman's soul, Neron couldn't devour it, and Death couldn't claim it. Furthermore, Death continuously warped reality around Superman, giving him a degree of resistance to reality manipulation. Superman also defeated MXSPTLK's 5D reality warping. In fact, Superman can overcome most or even all of Sentry's techniques, even if Sentry employs all his special abilities. However, I doubt that Sentry would deploy all of his special skills against Superman. But when Sentry faced Hulk, he primarily relied on his physical strength without using other tricks, so it's likely Sentry would choose to engage Superman purely with strength as well. As the Epic Avenger noted, Superman possesses greater strength than Sentry, making the final outcome likely to favor Superman. Darkseid is also considered stronger than Sentry, with formidable Omega effects such as Omega beams that can erase someone from existence, teleportation, and even resurrection abilities. With the Omega Sanction, he can trap someone in an endless cycle of life and death, each time more painful and darker than before. Despite these overwhelming powers, Darkseid has been defeated by Kal-El, demonstrating Superman's incredible strength in the face of any challenge. In Marvel, each multiverse is like an endless series of layers, which makes Sentry far more expansive when considered beyond conventional cosmology. If Sentry reaches a high outerversal level in Marvel, this gives Sentry an edge over Superman, who can only reach outerversal levels if we expand DC's cosmology. However, even without that, Sentry still holds an advantage. Superman has been empowered during some of his most extraordinary feats, like defeating the World Forger or when facing Soulfire Darkseid times when his power was significantly amplified. I recognize that this refers to the Death Seed Sentry, but this is still a fundamental form of Sentry since the Death Seed allows one to reach their full potential, so it counts. However, if you don't want to consider that, he has defeated Thor when he was in his Void or Golden Sentry state, a weaker form of Sentry since Sentry has overpowered the Void. Each time Sentry loses except when he faced Null. It's primarily because he isn't at his peak or is unable to fully access his potential. This is evident since he could have entirely erased World War Hulk WWH if he wanted, or simply absorbed all of Hulk's gamma energy, turning him back into a normal human. This demonstrates that Sentry is unstable and sometimes can't access his vast power. Nevertheless, he was still able to battle WWH evenly. It's worth noting that WWH, considered the strongest base version of Hulk, defeated and humbled every superhero on Earth at that time except Thor, who wasn't present. Savage Hulk is also said to be immune to telepathy due to his gamma radiation, yet Sentry was able to enter his mind. Thus, you could say Sentry would only use telepathy if he were stable and accessing his full power. Given that Superman has been affected by Martian telepathy before, Sentry is said to be stronger than Emma Frost in terms of telepathy since he passively overwhelmed her when she tried to access his mind. Sentry also has the option to simply absorb solar radiation from Superman, which would turn him into a human, and Sentry could then do whatever he wanted from that point. Additionally, Sentry is effectively immortal, able to instantly regenerate himself. The DC Marvel author also mentioned that Hulk is stronger than Doomsday. Hulk clapped and tore a rift in reality, and Sentry defeated him. Sentry also took on the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, and the X-Men by himself. He defeated Doctor Strange and destroyed Asgard, only losing because Sentry regained control and allowed Thor to kill him. He even defeated Molecule Man, who was revealed to be behind the grand entity Deed, possessing powers comparable to the Celestials. Hence, Molecule Man is on par with Celestials, and Sentry is on par with Molecule Man, putting Sentry on the same level as Celestials. Here, Sentry absorbed too much power from Molecule Man and vanished because Sentry's power was too overwhelming. Before we turn to Superman, I just want to say that this guy is a beast. I genuinely think that if he were at full power and stable, the only one who could defeat him might be Ghost Rider, but Sentry also has soul hacks, so that's debatable. Now, Superman is my third favorite DC character, and he has a range of impressive feats. The only reason I say Sentry defeats him is entirely based on Sentry's hacks, abilities, and immortality. Superman has surpassed the Source Wall. He tore Doomsday apart, not just any Doomsday, but the kind able to escape the Phantom Zone, where you don't even have a physical form. He defeated Wonder Woman in a single hit, despite her standing against Superboy Prime by herself. Superman has also bested Darkseid, who fought the Anti-Monitor. Additionally, Superman has surpassed Flash and Speed. Sentry may certainly be a worthy competitor for Superman, but in the end, Superman would still come out on top. I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Follow me if you enjoyed it. That's today's video. Thank you very much.